Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.world.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth to me means to provide and establish wealth for generations to come, whether it be through real estate or through other equitable funding, stocks, bonds, but first of all, I think that general wealth starts with securing property. And that's it.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Người Việt Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on rainieravenue.world.
We are strong. We are resilient. And we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo
and your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
I know we've been through this. You know I know what the mood is. I know you don't want to do this. You don't really want to lose this, do you? You want to hit me with the just friends and just win. I get adjusted like it's nothing. You want to put me in a back bend until I break. Touch me, yeah, 'cause I feel the way your heart's beating to the rhythm of my song. It goes down, da 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 da. You don't feel it when you kiss me, yeah. Can't deny it that you missed me, yeah. It's been so long. The clock goes down, da 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 da. To empty space beside me for a while now. Oh, now, I know you wish. You know I I know what to do with all your scars and all your bruises. But here you come with your excuses. You just tying up your loose ends. And just when I think this could be the moment, you don't wanna let your heart win. So get this straight, 'cause you know I don't play no games. You don't feel that when you touch me, 'cause I feel the way your heart's beating to the rhythm of my song. It goes dun 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 dun. You don't feel it when you kiss me, 'cause I swear to God you miss me. It's been so long. The clock goes dun 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 dun. To empty space beside me for a while. You should let me love you. You should
Let Me Love You. That's by Jasmine Simone right there. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. And opening track there for you from Jasmine Simone representing the ATL on that beautiful track.
Yes, sir. That joint was smooth. Smooth.
Man, that's by the Piano Smooth, you know. Fresh Juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m., hosted by the Juice Pack, including myself, E-Money.
Pint Size Patron.
OG Mambo.
Yeah. All right. If it's your first time ever tuning in, we play new hip-hop, we play new R&B, we talk to artists across the spectrum, have a good time, play some games. It's what we always do. And you can follow on all of our platforms. At Facebook, we can go there. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. It's actually the only way you can tune in on Facebook right now. So if you do comment from there, and we do encourage you to do so, make sure you register your name under StreamYard.com/Facebook. Otherwise, it's going to show up as Facebook user, and we won't be able to give proper props to whoever deserves it. So StreamYard.com/Facebook if you're watching in our Facebook group. IG and X, we're also there. Twitter, Fresh Juice Media. We live tweet the playlists on Twitter and X and tagged artists. So you can learn more about them. And of course, we're live on our YouTube channel. As always, go and subscribe there. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Just put that in your browser. You don't even have to do the search engine. It'll take you right there. We got live shows for you every week. You can watch them whenever you want. And we got clips that we drop every day. And the clips we're dropping right now are from the DZ episode and as well as the 60 East episode. Lots of great stuff in there, man. Look forward to in the next couple of days for the shorter clips. All right. Last year, before we get to 1 year ago, announce our guest for the evening, Osley. We had 60 East just a couple of weeks ago. We're going to have his guy Afro on as well. They've been collaborating a lot together. And we even actually have a question from 60 East to ask Afro later in the show as well. So look forward to that. And then we'll have Red Pepper Dave, the official DJ for 4MCs by MCs Battle League. So yeah, man, good stuff for you. Let's take a look at 1 year ago. And on the show, we had Markel from The Circle. And he told us about his album that he dropped, but he had some complications that he had to deal with. So this is what he had to say.
This album wasn't even called By the Grace till like 2 months ago. Everything that we had to push through, just the resilience, bro, of like, that's why it's called By the Grace, because through everything, it was like, only thing that made sure that it happened was my devotion to seeing it through and God helping me every step of the way. My car got stolen, you know what I'm saying? First month of the year. Then the next day I get into a rental car and then I crashed that. Then they put me in the Dodge Challenger, which ended up being on my album cover. So without all that happening to me, I wouldn't have had this fire album cover with me by the Dodge Challenger. That's just in this first quarter of 2023. I mean, I put everything into it, from the money from the beats. I paid the engineer, the same person who made the beats. I paid him the price tag for mixing the songs. Never got them. Had to go get a 30-day trial license on these FabFilter plugins. Bought this David Kim mixing tutorial program, and I mixed my whole album. If you don't take it in your own hands and finish it by your date, you don't deserve it.
Woo! Strong words, man. Strong words.
Shout out to Markel.
Man, that is a guy that does his own work for sure. All right, man. We actually are having a nice little treat in the studio tonight, man. We brought some KFC. So,
Yes, sir, the Colonel's in the building.
The Colonel is in the building, and it's a little bit of an inside joke because Afro tonight, his most recent album was called The New Colonel. So it's an homage, to Afro, man. We're gonna enjoy some KFC in the studio. So
salute, salute.
And what's the juice for tonight, Patron?
We got some passion fruit in here.
Passion fruit, okay. Passion fruit and KFC. I like it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We got a guest to come in, Mambo. We only have the remote person here, so go ahead and bring them in.
Okay, man. So live and direct, in honor of our remote guest, we got some KFC in the house, man. We about to learn about what the new Colonel has been cooking up. What's up with the flavors, neighbors? We got Afro in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
What's poppin'?
Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Yeah, man.
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. You coming through loud and
Cool,
clear.
cool. Dope.
The new Colonel is here.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun with you, man. And I guess later on we'll have Red Pepper Dave join us in the studio. Let's see, what does Harp say here? If you have some grape juice, I would have felt okay. Someone said they love KFC.
Harp gonna stand on his business.
Someone said she can lend me anytime. I think that's Jasmine Simone. I don't know what he was talking about there, but Facebook user, make sure you register your name so we know who you are.
Let's also keep it respectful with the guests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not sure what was going on there, man. But what we're gonna go ahead and do right now, man, is we're gonna get into our game, man. We like to call this Take Yo Pick. Yeah. All right, really easy to play, y'all. Give you two options. You choose just one of them. All right. We do a couple of these, and we get you all involved in the comment section on, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, all those platforms. And then we celebrate our favorite commenter on the following episode. So without further ado, let's take a look at last week's winner. It's Harp. Harp. He said confident women in a jacked up wig just don't get the same pressure. I don't know what he was going on there, but it was answering the question, rock a mullet or go bald. So,
oh yeah.
Okay, Harp. We see you. Congrats on the victory. Let's get to a fresh five. Here we go. We're all going to play along, of course. And then, of course, we want you to do in the comments. Here we go. Take your pick. Eat only your favorite food for 1 year, or you can't eat that at all for 5 years. You can't eat your favorite food for 5 years. Sorry.
You know what? I'm a man who needs variety in my life. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice one of the delicious delectables that I enjoy for that 5 years. And then I'm probably just going to overdose on some of my other favorites, like my second and third favorite.
Just make yourself sick.
Go crazy.
Right.
Fill the belly, yo. Fill the belly.
I can't have chicken waffles no more. Now I'm going crazy with the surf and turf. Or if I got to cut the surf and turf for a few years, now I just go heavy on the chicken and waffles. You know what I'm saying? If anyone ever brings me a plate, I'm welcoming both of these plates. I just wanted to put that in the atmosphere too.
For me, I would say I would rather not I would rather sacrifice the food for 5 years because it might even taste even better after 5 years. You know, you might be like, whoa, this is like it's like a blast from the past, you know. So that too, you know, and you're like, oh, and I agree with the variety as well. I need all types of different foods I can't eat the same food for 1 year. I know I would go crazy.
See, the 1 year thing makes it sound like it's small, but 365 days is a long time.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
It is a long time, yeah. What's wrong?
Yeah, having your favorite food every day defeats the whole point of it being your favorite food. I've changed my favorite food because of stuff like that.
I would be sick of it. I'd be like, bro, get this plate away from me. This is like day 100. I can't do the rest of the 200 or something days. I can't do it. It's too much.
Oh man, I'm with the group on this one. I'm on the group for this one. I can't eat the same thing every day for a year, man. But Facebook user can apparently. So there you go. All right, let's go to the next one. Take your pick. Ask an ex for a favor or ask a complete stranger.
Stranger.
Yeah,
stranger?
Pretty easy on that one. I'll go ahead and just holler at a stranger.
Yeah,
Okay.
stranger.
I'm gonna go with X, man, because I don't have bad endings. So you have someone familiar, and stranger, there's just too much unknown. It could be anybody.
I mean, you know what? The real question is, what type of favor is it? You know, like,
yeah.
It's a great question. That's a great question.
Like, if I need you to help me move, I think I'll probably go with an X. Or no. If I need you to help me move,
I'll go
with the stranger.
Yeah, I'm personally
got some movers. Some movers.
But like, if the favor is, I don't know. No, I think I'm just gonna go with the stranger. Yeah.
Okay. So there's under no condition will you ask your ex for a favor.
I'm not gonna say no condition, but it would be under extreme conditions that I'd be. Or if the favor is like something super small, like if the favor is like, hey, can you post this flyer for me? Then like I don't mind asking an ex.
Oh, okay. That's wild, man. What about you, Patron?
Man, I don't really talk to strangers.
You don't talk to the strangers? So
That's
you can ask the ex for a favor?
I don't talk to exes.
They tell you got to speak back.
You're right, you know.
Yo.
Right. All right, so let's go. Let's go on to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. How about a movie one? Blue Streak or Money Talks?
I recorded that movie.
That's a great question.
I recorded it on VHS.
Which one?
Blue Streak.
Oh yeah.
And I had the VCR to rewind it and played it again if you fell asleep.
Damn, that one's hard for me, bro. I might have to give Blue Streak the edge.
Ooh, he's going with Blue Streak.
I love Money Talks.
They're
Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen are great at Money Talks. That's a great movie.
Okay.
I think it's kind of underrated, Money Talks. But I'm gonna give the edge to Blue Streak because I love Dave Chappelle in it. He's hilarious. Martin Lawrence is killing it. Like
that's what pulled me to it, bro.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle steals the show. He steals the show.
It's an early Dave Chappelle scene. Martin Lawrence does impeccable.
That is prime Martin Lawrence, I think.
Yeah, that's Martin. That was definitely Martin. Yeah.
Sure, prime Martin Lawrence. Like he wasn't missing right then. That's like right before we get into the Bad Boys, like bulk of the wave. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off the Martin run.
Money Talks is the Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, it's Charlie
Chris
Sheen
Tucker.
and
Chris Tucker.
And Charlie Sheen.
And it's directed by Brett Ratner, who did the Rush Hour films.
Charlie Sheen has some joints.
And it has that kind of feel to it for sure. It definitely has that feel to it.
It has that Rush Hour kind of feel, just more R-rated and more more F-bomb.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot of
100%.
Big Damone, son.
Big Damone.
I remember that. Victim mode, yeah, man. And then that whole scene with the stadium, man, that was just so well shot.
Yeah,
man, that was electrifying. All right.
I'll go a Blue Streak just off the strength that I had to record it.
Yeah.
Bootleg DVD.
Blue Streak's my pick.
All right, man.
Great question. That's a great question.
Because we
I
hear
agree. I agree.
we hear you're a film buff, Afro, so we had to throw one of those in there. Definitely.
Let's
I'm
go.
I'm definitely a nerd. Definitely.
Let's
a nerd.
go.
All right. It looks like Red Pepper Dave is in the studio, Mambo. So let's go ahead and give him a good introduction before we get to the next question.
Man, 1 year ago, we had someone from the 360. Let's do it again, my friends. We got Red Pepper, ever, DJ Red Pepper Dave in the building, ladies and gents. Make some noise.
Welcome to the show.
What's going on, Red?
Yo, what's going? How y'all doing?
Hey, we good. We good.
I see the vibes, the smiles, and I'm down with that.
All right, we're gonna jump into our next question, man. All right, take your pick. Run at 100 miles an hour or fly at 20.
This is an easy one. I can't fly at all. So I'm gonna take flying. I'm going to take flying at 20 miles per hour because I already run at probably like a cool 40, 50 miles per hour already because I'm real fast. You know what I'm saying?
Cheetah-like.
like in terms of the 40-yard dash, it goes Cat Williams, then me, and then I think it's like Reggie Bush or something.
Off the lines.
So I'm good on the speed. I'm gonna go ahead and just take. I can fly at 20 miles per hour now. That's a pretty decent speed. Like if I can fly at residential
like a sword.
speed, that's cool. I can cruise. I can cruise around. And there's no traffic, and I can take direct routes. I'm pretty much getting anywhere in 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dave?
I think I'm gonna dip at 100 miles per hour, man.
You're gonna.
And I was hoping I was hoping someone was going to join our commenter and say that because here you go, Red Pepper Dave. Now imagine tripping at 100 miles per hour. What type of impact
That tripping?
Now you're a tumbleweed, just like moving. You know?
I always wanted to break, so that'd be a hell of a head slide. You know what I'm saying? I might scalp myself on the way up. Come up looking like a Shaolin monk. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what? For the sake of the visual, we're gonna accept that answer and respond.
That was wild, bro. That was wild. Afro, man, what are you doing?
What up, man? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just I'm good. I'm working on a couple things. I got scatterbrain a lot right now. I'm working on a couple EPs at the same time for the year, and just for supporters to have more original fro music. And I'm also working on movie shit like scripts. I really want to start making films in the next couple years.
You weren't lying about the scatterbrain.
Yeah, I got scat. Yeah.
By the way, language though, we got to keep our language clean.
Sorry about that.
And the question at hand though, run at 100 miles an hour or fly at 20.
I'm going to go with fly because at least I can cruise at 20 miles an hour when I'm flying. 100 miles an hour, that's super fast. So I don't know. I'm a big guy. I don't know if I can carry all that weight like Flash. Like Flash is super fast. Imagine a big guy like me running like Flash. You know, I don't know. I might not work.
Harp wants to bring up the bugs that you might run into if you're running.
Mosquitoes are going to hit you in the face while you're running, and
see, this is my thing though. So you guys are running 100 miles an hour. Let's say it's a race around the world, right? So you guys are booking around the world, but you get to a large body of water, and there I go, right above you, 20 miles an hour, whilst you wait for your ferry ride or canoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. And oceans are big, so I'm flying over the ocean at a cool 20, and you got to wait for a boat ride, my friend. That's all I'm saying.
He's flying at 20 miles per hour, dragging two guys.
Right.
Kang Drum Kung says that would be Juggernaut Afro, big guy running fast.
it would, but I might pass out by like after 10 minutes. I might just be like, just drop to the ground. I'm like, it's too much running. I'm not
They
used to
definitely didn't specify for how long, so that is a good point, Afro. Like you might be going at 100 for a little bit and then be really winning.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm able to infinitely run at 100 miles an hour at my choice, that would be awesome. I would love that. But, you know, if it's like a time meter, like, hey, how long can you keep this up? Probably like 5 or 10 minutes for me. And I'd get exhausted.
It would make for a lucrative athletic career. We can say that for sure.
It would for sure, man. You would win the Olympics by far. All right, man.
The only one I got to worry about Usain Bolt, but that's it.
That's it.
He's not touching 100 miles per hour game. Like he is very fast. All love and respect to Usain. But
that's
100 miles per hour,
I don't
versus Shockwave.
Puts you in like at this point, like you don't race people like Usain Bolt. You race people like Jeff Gordon. While he drives his car, like you run around the track. And that's the type of stuff that you're into now, because you can run at 100 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think any it's not possible for a human to run 100 miles per hour, right?
No.
It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet.
In 2035 it might happen, or like in the future or something. Like,
I mean, they keep getting faster and stronger.
They might make the AI robots run 100 miles per hour.
Wasn't gonna speak on it, but it's a Fresh Juice exclusive. I do have some bionic work that I got going on in the works, so there's gonna be some AI coming out soon for you guys hitting the market.
Where?
Okay.
Technology.
All right, let's go on.
Hey, yo.
I hope somebody takes that clip and it goes viral. I'd love to be bombarded with people like, so you have the new Tesla legs, bro?
As long as we're not like Poor Little Tink Tink and Cat Williams, where he had the bent pack paper clip for the leg.
Paper clips.
All right, this next one's a little effed up, but here we go.
Let's go.
Sleep in a doghouse or let stray dogs sleep in your bed.
Dang.
Wow, this is terrible. You know
you
what?
Can't stretch out in a doghouse. That's strictly
you know what?
Position.
No. And that is a good point, Patron, in the old school mindset that we come from. But in 2024, I want y'all to go on Amazon right now and type in doghouse. There are some luxurious doghouses out there.
We got like 10 grand doghouses.
There's some doghouses that are competing with the mini homes that you see on the History Channel. Okay, so I'll take the doghouse, because letting stray dogs sleep in my bed is insane. And I think there's only one type of people that does stuff like that.
That's comedy.
What type of people? Do we have any argument on this one?
I mean, that's a great point. If there are dog houses that are bigger than some regular houses, then I'll take the doghouse. You know, but if this is like a doghouse, like the size of like a tree house or something smaller, I wouldn't be able to fit in it. So I just got to find one that fits my size.
But are you gonna fit in the bed with stray dogs in your bed now? How do you fit in there? Because now you got to roll around and sweaty, flea, and they're stray, so they've been going through it. They haven't been bathed in a long time. They got
God.
They clean themselves.
That's cats. Very good though. Very good though. But that's cats.
Yeah.
Dogs don't do such a good job.
Part of me's mixed. Part of me's like, oh, clean the stray dogs, give them a house. But the other part is like, well, if it's a luxurious dog house, then why not? I'll take that out.
I'll take the luxurious dog house. What about this one right here?
See?
Whoa.
Clifford,
right?
I'll be straight. I'll be like, hey, Clifford, do your thing. We're good. We could do half the rent. We're good.
Now imagine that dog as a stray trying to lay in your bed that you own right now.
We'd be dead if he laid him in the bed. We'd be crushed. He'd be crushed.
They didn't even specify. When they say stray dogs, I'm imagining you got 4 or 5 different dogs. You got a Great Dane, you got a Pit Bull, you got a Chihuahua, you got a Corgi, you got a Beagle, you got a Golden Retriever. You know what I mean?
All
That's
across the board, yo.
a lot of different dogs,
All
brother.
that stuff too. Yeah, the hair.
Just I'm thinking hair, smell, getting scratched while they're rolling around. Like, you're now losing sleep. You're not sleeping comfortably for like at least a couple of weeks until you guys figure out the science of, okay, we got on dog pile and this is how it's going to be. All right, I put the chihuahua on my feet. And then I got the pit. I rest on the pit bull, and then I got my elbow on the Great Dane, and then that's how you're gonna have to figure out a system. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
I just keep picturing like waking up halfway through sleep, and then the dog's like doing that thing where he's like dragging his legs up and
right.
doing that move or something.
Oh, he's doing the worm dance. The worm
Right.
dance.
Oh, yeah. On his back.
That's a no bueno. When they start, that's a no
Not
bueno.
the worm dance.
I'm like, you bugging. I'm like, come on, dog, you bugging, man. Come on.
And not to go overlooked either. All my dogs, and I literally mean all three of them, bro. They all be having random nightmares randomly. And I don't know if you've ever seen a puppy nightmare, but that is like,
yeah.
Intense. I'll be wondering I'm like, what are you running from? They're barking. so a stray dog that I don't know.
What did your dog say?
My bad, Patron. I'm sorry. I was slurring a little bit. He said,
This is wild, yo.
Dad, they fight in their sleep. Whenever the puppies have the nightmares, you could see it. They're just kind of like, they just fight a little bit in there. You could tell they're having a nightmare. Yeah.
Right. So that's an thing to go through. I would rather let the dogs, you know what I mean, do their thing in the beautiful yard. And we can get 2 dog houses. We'll get matching mini home dog houses side by side. And they can have their own bed and I'll have my own bed and we'll all live great. We'll go on hikes from time to time. I'll get an RV. Actually it is an RV, so we just attach it from time to time and drive around the coast, park by lakes, you know what I mean, and live in our dog houses. And that would actually make for a great Netflix series. I'm suing anyone who runs with that.
Be careful because they watch. Be careful. They watch, so be careful. Yeah.
30 days in the dog house.
Yo, you said that idea. You said that idea 3 days later. It's going to be on Netflix in like 3 days. One of the viewers in the comments like,
I just need you guys to remember this moment when you guys get subpoenaed in 2 or 3 weeks. So were you a witness to this moment? No, he said it. He did.
That's wild, bro.
All right, we got the last one.
That was the last one. We've done 5 already. So thank everybody for playing. Take your pick, man. Another one for you. We've got a lot more episode for you. We got Red Pepper Dave here. We got Afro. We got Mo for you. Afro's going to perform later too, so keep locked for that. Right. So keep it locked. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's up? It's your boy DZ, and I'm here on Rainier Ave Radio with the Juice Pack. Shout out D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Thanks for having me.
Support for Rainier Avenue Radio comes from Cascade PBS, presenting season 2 of Out and Back with Allison Mariella Desir. Join Allison as she explores the Pacific Northwest with changemakers who are reclaiming space in the outdoors and creating opportunities for local BIPOC communities to engage with nature and find joy and healing. It's available now on Cascade PBS app and airing on KCTS 9 Thursdays at 8:50 p.m.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in, Phil Radio, every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific time on RainierAvenueRadio.org.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Raz Kaz, and you are tuned into Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Let's keep it hip-hop bars, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You don't know me. You don't know me.
If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. Beam through a spotlight, I'm feeling anxious like I speed through a stoplight. A bit dangerous, similar to them fog lights. I'm in amazement how I've been through a long life with a shorter age and how I've been into harm's sight, but shook the pavement. Meanwhile I stay up all night for organization. I know that I'll be alright. The more that I pace it, I'm something like the calm type. I'm known to be patient, but don't fret. The stage light be incredible, my own quest I may shine, it's inevitable. A great time to be special. I don't waste time, pedal. I save mankind from the rubble. I'm on your poster, your magazine and television, but I suppose it was merely a dream from the beginning. And as I reach another plateau, indeed a hint of black soul, and never be another afro. If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. If you don't rock with me, tell them step to the side. I made the block litty with an excellent vibe, and when I drive through the city, it's a blessing to shine. So come and walk with me, let us take the best of a stride. I inhale through the rollie and exhale the greenery. I'm something like Paul Thomas Anderson scenery, maybe even Akira Kurosawa, Seven Samurai. With the bright shine, my sword known to reflect light. Born as an infant, but since been the noble king. This been the wish of an older me, the foe to be, no longer the misfit. I graduate to hold the key, this my tradition. I navigate and hope to lead the greatness. I'm back and forth pacing, the rapping course made him known to never forfeit or break bend. And as I reach another plateau, and need a hint of black soul, and never be another afro. If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. If they don't rock with it, tell them step to the side. Drop a hip-hop lesson and vibe, that's how we kept it alive. Rock the mental exercise, climb the ladder, I'm the next to shine. You don't know me.
All right, man, you don't know me. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. That is Afro song right there, called, of course, Next to Shine, with some mixes by DJ E-Dub off of the Drawing Board, which drops on May 3rd.
That was a knocker, man. I almost did the Roxbury over here.
Oh.
Boom back.
He said I broke the window again. Yo, thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah. My girl did the lyric video for me. My boy DJ E-Dub did the scratches, and I produced it. And I'm self-producing this whole EP, Drawing Board.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What you mentioned it like is it you haven't done this in a minute, like you've been working with other producers recently, and this is you're coming back to what you originally did, or what? I'm trying to understand like the reference, or it just sounded like you haven't done it in a minute, or
No, it's more of like reinvention. It's more
okay.
Drawing board is purely about reinvention, because I have a couple. I would say my supporters and fan base are very divided as far as like my content. Some of them migrate more towards the fast rap. Some of them migrate towards more like the rhyme scheme. Some of them migrate the freestyles, you know. So Drawing Board is me going back and saying, hey, I want to show everybody that I am an artist, that I can make music, I can make songs and projects. And yeah, it's just crafting everything, going back to the board. Yeah.
Okay, the drawing board. Yeah. Okay. Is everything done for the project? Still got work for it?
I'm like 98% done with it. I'm waiting on one more verse from a homie of mine. And I got one song that's like, it's like right there. I'm also mixing and mastering it. So it's a lot of beating myself up and trying to make sure everything is good as I want it to be for the supporters, and a lot of sleepless nights, but you know, just yeah, mixing and mastering can be a lot for one person.
For sure.
Is this a different experience than the experiences you've had creating other projects?
This is my second self-produced project, but this one I would say is more bigger. It's 8 songs compared to the other one that was 4 songs. So I would say this one I feel is like more so my official like fully produced like Afro project that's kind of rare for the supporters. They haven't really had, besides my Aphrodisiac project, which was pretty quick just to put out for the supporters. This one I actually put more time into and more focus in as far as that.
What was some of the inspiration behind that? With the to want to put a little bit more into it? Were you scaling the target market audience? Was it a response? Was it something you went through in your life personally? What kind of sparked that bit of growth for you?
For me, it was going back and listening to everything I've done in the past couple of years, and almost 10 years or so now, and just doing things that I feel like I haven't shown to, like haven't showed my fan base, or I want to show new sides, you know, new sides of Fro, and just to show everybody. It was the main thing driving that was, hey guys, I'm not a one-trick pony, or I'm not a two-trick pony. I want to show you guys I can do a couple things. Compare and this project I feel is more official to that. My Aphrodisiac, I consider that one just, hey guys, you know, here's a quick appetizer. This one is like an official project.
Right. Okay.
I think it'd be a disservice to our listeners to not ask, man, but you got to break down the name Afro for us, man. Where's it come from?
Yeah. So it stands for All Flows Reach Out. And I remember I was 13 when I decided this, and I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, I want my name to be Afro. I want the dashes in it, but it has to stand for something, you know, with those dashes. And I went through 20 or 30 of them. I was like, nah, not that one. It's like Africans fighting racism and oppression. I'm like, whoa, that's a little too heavy. That, you know, I got to find something else. I have to find something that's more. I have to find something that's more. Not only myself, but when I landed with All Flows Reach Out, it made sense to me at 13. I was like, whoa, I feel like my music can reach out to everybody around the globe, you know. And after getting a couple tours, like early on, 17 years old, and being able to see Europe and stuff, and seeing how people react differently around the world to hip hop, and when I'm on stage, just like being able to be blessed to perform to all these different demographics and different countries, I'm like, wow, All Flows Reach Out. I'm gonna stick with that one.
So it's more so a backronym than an acronym.
Yeah, I would say so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you got to do a lot of traveling?
Yes. Yeah. I would say I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but I've done around maybe 7 or 8 European tours in the past, about maybe 6 or 7 European tours in the past 10 years. I've done a good amount of United States tours as well. And there's a couple places that I really want to go to in the world. Like I've never been to Japan. I've never been to Africa, or African region territories. I've never been around there. But I would say I feel very blessed. I've seen a good chunk of the world.
Man, speaking of,
talk a little bit about those European tours real quick, man. Touch on that tour life and how you first got those opportunities, what those opportunities were, and then you could dive in a little bit deeper on what memories and effect and impact it had on you moving forward.
Yeah, so just, when it comes to the European tours and being introduced to that, I got to shout out my brother R.A. the Rugged Man, because he's the one who scooped me up under his wing and took me to Europe. He's like, yo, I went from being the kid recording into my in my room, recording the YouTube beats or like that I could find on there, to actually traveling and going to whole different cities I thought I would never go to. So I got to shout out RA for that. And yeah, it was due to a contest. He heard my entry and he was like, yo, this kid's dope. How old are you? I'm like, I just turned 17. He's like, what? Let's meet up. And then after meeting and talking, he's like, yo, let's rock. I'm going to introduce you around the world. I think people are going to rock with your style. And yeah, that just transformed everything. Next thing you know, boom, I'm going to Switzerland, I'm going to Germany, I'm going to France, I'm going to just London, UK. I'm going places I thought I'd never go in my life.
Man.
And it's a privilege. It's a true blessing.
Definitely, man. And speaking of your tours, man, we had 60 East earlier a couple weeks ago, and he mentioned something about going down in Dallas. So I'm gonna play his question for you, and we'll get you to answer it real quick.
Ask him about vampires in Dallas. After our show in Dallas, like a month ago, we were at a bar in the same neighborhood, and we swear to God that we met a vampire. It was like, maybe he'll explain the story to you later, but it to the point where like the next morning, like we Googled like, yo, vampires in Dallas, and there's like a community of vampires in Dallas, like whether it's like humans that identify as vampires or like people that are just like into vampire stuff. It was like, it's a thing.
What's these vampires that you were running into, Afro?
Okay, so there was this like bar right across the street after the show, and there was this creepy dude. It was me, the promoter, 60 East, and the homie Grandmaster du Jour. I got to shout him out. He's a really cool dude. So we're there just chilling, drinking, and this creepy dude in a black trench coat pops up. And after that, I'm looking at the paintings. I'm like, yo, why does this look like some really creepy gothic Transylvania stuff going on right now? And then this dude pops up and he just has like a creepy vibe. And then we're like, yo, man, we're starting to get creeped out. I'm like, yo, man, can you please leave us alone? You're making us uncomfortable. He's not saying one word. He's scoping. He gave me a Jeepers Creepers vibe. I got to say that. That's how creepy the dude was.
What? So, like, hold on real quick for some context for our listeners, bro. So you're standing outside the venue post-show. Great show, guys. Chilling, maybe smoking some, whatever, just looking around. And this man just walks up, within like 6 feet of you, 10 feet of you? He's just standing.
We're drinking in the bar. And then before we dip, this dude walks up to us at the bar counter. And
he's just standing by the bar counter.
And he's just like, he's just like looking at us weird. I'm like, yo, this dude's like the creep meter was 10 out of 10. I was like, yo, I don't like this dude. I do not like this dude. None of us did. So we're like, yo, man, please leave us alone. Promoter and then Grandmaster George's like, yo, come on, man. And then we he dips. It's like this dude, you know how Michael Myers walks so fast? How Jason walks so fast, and you're like, how is he catching up to this dude still? You know, he gave me that vibe, because as soon as he walks out the bar, and then all four of us are like, yo, let's get out of here, we do not see this dude. It's like this dude disappeared into the mist or the fog, and it was very misty, and like it was literally like a vampire scene, like out of a movie. It was like this dude, I don't know what it was. Tried, I don't know, did some really, I don't even know what he was trying to do, but it did not sit right whatsoever. And then he just, he walks out, boom, disappears into the mist. I'm like, yo, and then turns out we're looking at the paintings, and I'm like, why does this look like some Dracula stuff is popping off in this bar? So we got out. We were like, yo, nah, we're good.
We're so glad you survived.
I couldn't even finish my JMO and ginger ale. I was like, I'm out.
The blood gang.
Like before Dracula gets the show.
That's a different faction, Patron. I'm not familiar with those.
You don't even have to go to Dallas, man. They used to have that in Olympia.
He looked like Dracula, the Keanu Reeves Winona Ryder, the Francis Ford Coppola film. Coppola. He looked like Gary Oldman as Dracula in that black trench coat. Like in that trench coat, he had the slicked hair back and everything, and then he had like I'm like, yo, he check marked everything for creepy vampire vibes for sure. Leave it at that.
We're gonna start seeing people walk around with garlic necklaces in Dallas.
Next time, I'm just saying Dallas. It was dope, but if we're ever back in that town, we're gonna be on the lookout. We're like, yo, we gotta make sure that
well, they don't come out at night. Or they don't come out.
They do come out at night.
They don't come out in sunlight.
Yeah. So, can we perform in the daytime? Is that cool?
I know, right.
During dawn.
And they won't come into the hotel room unless you invite them, so they can't come in and get you.
I'm straight. I love life. So I'm just, I don't want to turn into no damn vampire. I like sunlight. I like winter, but I also like the sunlight too. So I can't be no vampire.
You know, being a touring performing artist, being a vampire might not be the worst thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. In terms of longevity goes, like now I'm rocking 3 shows a night across the country. I'm pretty sure I can fly. So there you go. And it's not 20 miles per hour. So
oh, you better watch.
If any of the myths that I've heard about vampires are true, I'm just gonna take all the good parts that I've seen. Like I want to mix a little True Blood in with some of the Twilight. Twilight had some good facets with their vampire stuff going on. I haven't watched Vampire Diaries, but I'm sure there's some cool superpowers in there that I could pull from.
You better watch out, Mambo, or that might end up being a take your pick question.
The one cool thing I would say is that I'd be sleeping in the car and I'd be like, yo, don't wake me up until showtime. I'm just gonna be sleeping until showtime's like 12 or 11 at night. So I'll just be like this, sleep in the car. I'm like, yeah, leave me alone.
And I'm gonna give all the homies the option too. Like if I get jumped in, I'm gonna ask, be like, hey bro, look, so I'm on this vampire stuff now. So if you try put on, I called a homegirl and she could pull up and put you on. That's all I'm saying. Like it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. I just toured Australia yesterday, and like I'm here right now talking to you. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
Speaking of film references, man, we know you did a little bit of acting in VH1's The Breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about that, man.
No, that was a lot of fun. I got to shout out my favorite producer of all time, Primo. The reason how I got that audition was Primo was scoring the music. And I was working very close with Primo at the time. We were very heavy in the studio, just knocking out tracks together. And it was literally perfect timing. And they're like, yo, we got an audition for you. There's this, they're looking at you. They'd love to have you try out. I'm like, bro, no question. We went through 3 different screen tests or 3 different audition stages. So the first time I tried out for the main guy with the scar on his face, who at first they make him the bad guy at first, but it turns out he has a heart as the show goes on. So I tried out for him, and they were like, no, we don't, not they don't say this directly to you, but they're like, we don't really feel for this one, but we would love for him to come back and try for another character, D. Rome. And I was like, and then I had to go through 2 more audition stages for that. The second one, I felt pretty good. I was like, okay, I think I might have this one in the bag. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, there were actors that I knew at the auditioning stages, like growing up watching movies. I'm like, yo, that's, you know, it's Mark John Jeffries. Like, actually a fan of that dude. That's dope. So it was intimidating. I'm like, yo, these are actually like dope actors who've been doing this for a minute. I was a newbie at that time. That was my first role that I got to play, was the breaks. So I'm just like, I'm fresh feet in the water, and I am pretty like intimidated. But at the third stage, I wasn't sure. I was like, dang, I hope I got it. I did my best. I had my homie Solitude and my brother Cam and my really close friends like helping me read the lines. And I was studying every night and just trying to get the words locked in and remember the dialogue. And they said, yo, you got the role. You got the role, D. Rome. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe it. Like, Mama, I'm gonna be on a TV show. I'm gonna be on a TV movie. At first, there's a TV movie. I was like, this is my first role. And then it worked out. I would say it worked out very well because the character is a rapper, but they gave him a whole story arc. So he was very well respected at one point. Then he falls off and he's not doing well. He's drinking himself to death, and he's at the bottom of the barrel. And then he's given a great opportunity and he rises back up again. So I'm like, wow, I love the story arc. I love the underdog story. I'm a big fan of the underdog characters. So I'm like, perfect. I would love to play this. So I'm really grateful that happened. And then
you can make this. Oh, you can make this your Degrassi, man.
Degrassi. They didn't put me in a wheelchair, so I'm
So a lot of people, I mean, I love that it was basically one season, and I really loved like all the characters of that thing. And there were a lot of people, not just me, thought there should have been a season 2. It didn't. Did you hear any rumors about why that got shut down?
Yes, from my understanding, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but I'm going to say it's about 90% true. So with transferring the network from VH1 to BET, from what I heard, is what got the can, and that's what I believe what it was. Like VH1 was transferring it over to another network. It's still Viacom, from what I understand, but they transferred it over to BET, and from what I understand, it got canned.
Damn. Wow.
So to add the salt in the wound, a second season was announced at one point before they canned it.
Nothing was anything shot for that second season?
No, not from what from what I understand, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You didn't get any scripts or anything, or any ideas about what would happen to your character or anything like that?
No, because I was on the TV movie at first, and then they had me for about three or four episodes in the second season, and then my character, I believe, finished his story arc in episode 4 or episode 5, and that was it for me. There were another 4 or 5 episodes after I left.
Okay.
And then that's when I believe they started bringing in like T.I. and Tiana Taylor and a couple bigger names into the season at the end of it.
Right, I remember that. Yeah.
Did you have other opportunities in the film world, or that opened up in other avenues of performance art, of creativity, that came off of that opportunity?
I would say it was a really cool experience to be able to see how people walk up and be like, yo, I saw you in the breaks. And since that was based in New York, I'm a LA West Coast guy. I was born here, but when around this time in the breaks, I was staying in New York quite a bit, and I had my great friend Sean and my brother Scrooge, and they were bringing me around to these places and helping me out at the time. So I was in New York quite a bit, and seeing people I'm from LA, so seeing people from New York come up to me, yo, you was in the breaks. It's really cool feeling.
That's crazy.
Right. In the humblest way, it was a really cool feeling.
Could you see yourself writing for a show like that?
I would love to. If they gave me an opportunity to write anything hip hop centered or even musically centered. I would love to. Yeah,
Did you ever get to meet the writers?
Yeah, I got to meet a couple of the writers. I met I got to shout out Dan Charnas, who actually wrote the Big Payback, and he did the novel that the show kind of based itself off of. From what I understand, and Dan Charnas, and he was a big writer on it, and a really, really awesome guy. He treated my mom with a lot of respect and a lot of love, and I really appreciated that. Yeah.
Man.
That's
Wow.
what's up, man.
Yeah, and since I was young, I was 17 when I started filming the break. So my mom was on set supervising at some points. And then on the TV movie, I was 17. And then when the show came out, I turned 18. I turned 18.
Oh wow. Wow. That is dope.
How
Man.
did it feel getting to go to set for the first time and leave moms at home?
Honestly, I'm a mama's boy, so it felt very nice for my mom to be on a movie set, because that's half the reason why I do this stuff. Is like I want my loved ones to be I don't only want to go through these good memories or these good opportunities. I want my loved ones to be there. If there's award shows or if they invite me, I would love my loved person to be there. Yeah.
Man, speaking of loved ones, it's time for birthdays.
Let's
celebrate some birthdays happening this week. All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to both my nephews, man, Jay Austin and JJ, both this month, April.
All right. Dave, Afro, any birthdays in your life you want to shout out, recognize?
Mine's coming up on the 26th, actually.
Okay.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Man, all April long, I'm shouting both my boys out. My youngest, he's on the 1st, and my oldest, he's on the 29th, man. So
happy birthday.
I'm an April father, you heard?
Yes, sir. April father. Yes. Okay. All right, let's we're coming up on another commercial break. So right now we're actually going to play a new song. It's the newest signee to Mellow Music Group. And she goes by the name of Ariel. And this track is called Something Amazing. So check it out. New music from Canada on Mellow Music Group. We'll be back with Afro and Red Pepper Dave after this.
Forget about the right time, 'cause baby, this is our time. You're feeling like my lifeline. Came in and let the sun shine in. Don't care about the right time, 'cause baby, this is our time. You and me are in the pocket with the right rhyme. Go ahead and let the sun shine in. He's my baby, baby. Got me so elated. Came into my life and taught me patience. That's right. My best friend, and I'm his lady. Living in a dream, nobody wake me. It was destiny that we would make it, and that's something amazing. Baby, when I'm with you, baby, things that we do. Baby, when I'm with you. Things that we do. I got love, you got more, you give it to me. I got you, you got me. It's simple, really, no more ifs, whens, where's, or maybes. Me and you, like forever, baby. I got love, you got more, you give it to me. I got you, you got me. It's simple, really, no more ifs, whens, where's, or maybes. Me and you. Ooh, baby, this is our time. My baby, baby, got me so elated. Came into my life and taught me patience. That's right, that's my best friend, and I'm his lady. Living in a dream, nobody wake me. It was destiny that we would make it, and that's something amazing, yeah. When I'm with you.
Hey, it's your girl Taryn Casey with Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
We need your help finding community members to help shape the future of your utilities and the environment. We have 2 exciting opportunities for the public to work with Seattle Public Utilities: the Customer Review Panel, CRP, and the Solid Waste Advisory Committee, SWAC. CRP and SWAC are looking for new members to contribute expertise and passion to help improve utility services and advance our commitment to environmental stewardship and social justice. Applications can be found at seattle.gov/utilities/community-advisory-recruitment. Hey, can you run that back? Applications can be found at seattle.gov/utilities/community-advisory-recruitment. Thank you. Application deadline for both opportunities is Tuesday, April 23rd.
Hello. This is Concept, aka Champaign County, and I am here with the Fresh Juice crew on Rainier Avenue Radio. What's up, my man D Money, my man Pint Size Patron, my man ID Yourself, and my man OG Mambo. Better tune in that it's going live. Sheesh.
Pacing a hallway, closing on my target. Speak greatness, a calm face, flow, survive the harvest. Heat capable all day to go supply the conscious. Stomp through the army base to go supply the rocket ship. Touch, taste, and smell, lung blaze the shell. Sun lace them tails, must face myself. No house to lay low, be lazy as hell. Throw counts potato, but the pen speak for stealth. What are your part to refusing the feds? But the mother boys are not quite the sharpest tool in the shed. The long kiss goodnight, duel to the death. The landmine to go maneuver your steps. The capo kept cool, the honcho bless the food before I ingest my electrolytes. Give me the bread, I gotta spit for something. I didn't leave the brother dead, but he did kick the bucket. That's it for you. Professor Fro, the alter ego. He dropped the knowledge to the open non-people, not the sheeple. Coincide, see the poison seeping through the vine. The evil I eliminate from out my body, soul, and mind. You see me though? Yes. Fro Dizzle, baby. Dead heat on the beat.
Afro, Fro Frizzle, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. That's Capo right there. Nice short little track, man. Production by Dead Heat on.
That joint feel live, man, for sure.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Talking that talk on there, man.
Yeah, that's I got a shout out my brother Dead Heat. That's I believe he's from Boston. He's a super dope producer, and I love working with producers. We're pretty much all over the globe. I'm like, if you got dope beats, boom, let's rock.
And I want to get to Red Pepper Dave, but right before that, I want to squeeze in one more question real quick about we recently played the alphabet algorithm, and I just wanted to know, man, the thought process about how much time it took for you to fill out all the words for that one. Did you pull out the dictionary? How did that go?
I definitely pulled out the dictionary for that one. And
Sure.
I got to be honest, absolutely. And that one is definitely a pure homage to my brother Gift of Gab, rest in peace. He did a track called Alphabet Aerobics, and it's one of my favorite joints ever. And I just said, it's a thought that I always had since I was younger. I was like, eventually I want to rap A to Z. I just never clicked until close to that time when I decided to drop it. And it took me about, I would say 2 to 3 months for me to put it together.
Okay, man. Yeah. And shouts out to Papoose. He's also done an alphabet.
Yeah, alphabetical slaughter. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Red Pepper Dave.
Yes, sir.
For MCs by MCs, man. Man, so first, before we get too deep into the career, the depth, and all the storytelling, bro, I gotta know the naming mechanism, man. DJ Red Pepper Dave.
Okay, so basically, I wanted my name in it. I wanted something that made sense, and then also wanted something that was going to make more sense once you heard the backstory. It was sitting down, I was watching Game of Death, and then there was a scene where he was going, trying to figure out what happened to him, and he was asking the guy, and he was like, "Where'd they go? Where are they?" And he was like, "Red Pepper Restaurant," and I was like, and then me being half Thai, I was like, "Red Pepper," and I was like, "Dave, Red Pepper Dave," and it kind of rolled off the tongue, and the rest is history, basically.
Talk spicy.
Talk spicy to me.
Word.
So you cross Spicy Thai Dave off the list, and you're like Red Paper Dave. That's what
Yep.
Man, talk a little bit about the origins of your story, man, and transitioning, because it sounds like it was a pretty conscious decision on making the name. So where were you at in life where you felt like, all right, this is something I want to do, pursuing this specific industry, and how did you dive into it?
Oh, well, it started actually with my pops, man. My dad's a big music person. Him being black, he introduced me to a lot of soul, a lot of bluegrass stuff, a lot of jazz, and from there he had vinyls and things, and I would always like play his vinyls in the house, and then after a while, even with the 8-tracks, because my dad's a 70 dad, I'm a little older, I'm a little bit of OG, and there'd be times where what happened with the hip hop thing was when I'll be listening to stuff on the radio, and I'm like, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And then so the crate
Samples.
digging was already built into me at that point, because I was always digging the pops, vinyls and stuff. And then long story short, man, my brother, he was into like the more of the rock stuff. So he kind of, he introduced me to like Iron Maiden, the big hair groups, Motley Crue. So and then I got my mom who's Thai. She's always playing like traditional Thai music. So I've always had a lot of different variety, a lot of different customs growing up. And,
that's tight.
The kung fu stuff, did martial arts when I was young, and all of that kind of rolled into hip hop and kung fu kind of go hand in hand.
So you were the biggest hip hop head in the family?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though, because you bringing that mix in there.
Well, I was to be real. Thinking back, I think one of the biggest hip hop is introduction was when my pops was playing "Knowledge Is King," Kumo D.
Wow,
and I loved it. I love that. He used to just rock that tape over and over again, and then after that, it just kind of grew from that. Started. He always would play like I remember like falling asleep, and he'd be playing like music in the house, and then eventually one day, I started dabbling with the music stuff. I never got good with instruments, but then once the digital things like the drum machines first came out, because I started making beats on a DR5.
Wow.
And that was very limited. You had to like make your own patterns and then like switch it with the knob and stuff, but you're like limited to like 8 sounds. So me and my homies would like sit around and make beats, and then we would like make patterns, and then we would like try to like build on each other's beats.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then it just
from the beat, from the beats I hear. By the way, Afro, Red Pepper Dave got some bangers, man.
We'll link up.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love you to bless.
I'm here to listen, bro. I'm down. Let's rock.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, while we at it, I'll take a beat pack too. Y'all know.
Everybody on here is a rapper than me.
Just D Money, send D Money a pack.
When are we getting?
We might spark the truth out.
I'm good.
We got to get the pencil and the beat pack together for D Money. We have to make it happen.
Right, exactly.
Let's get into 4 MCs by MCs. How did you become the official DJ like that?
So shout out to my man Heretic. I think he's somewhere around here. We don't hang out too much. I'm joking. He's
the heathen
footage.
Was there tryouts? Was it like in Juice?
No, no, actually, the real talk. I was actually in a. If you guys don't know, I was a vet, and so that was heretic, by the way. But no, I was a war vet. I used to be in the infantry. Had 2 tours in Iraq.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
When I met Heretic, I didn't know at the time I had PTSD, and so through our friendship, I remember I kept telling him I wanted to learn how to get into DJing and stuff like that.
Right.
And then he noticed that I was self-medicating a lot, and then one day he kind of called me out on it. It was like, yo, this is the amount of money you basically been spending on, Mary Jane. You go get them turntables, yo.
Yeah.
Got the turntables. That he's like, I hope you're ready. I'm about to throw you in the fire. We got an event coming up. So I'm like, I got to learn how to DJ. And it all kind of happened real fast. But yeah, 11 years later, I'm still spinning for 4 MCs, by MCs, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Explain a little bit, because I haven't been to one of the 4 MCs battle events, but obviously the battles themselves, they don't have beats on them. So
right.
Do you play in between battles, or
Yes.
how does that roll?
I'm basically the house DJ.
Okay.
And then also we usually try to book our homies or our young up and coming artists. So I love that. I love the amateur scene, helping people,
Good say, man. We just book our homies.
But we always try to pick people on. So we'll do shows in between that. I like to link up with the guys, that come up to perform, get their music ready for them, and it's gotta be a consistent thing for the up and coming artists.
Man, I would love to rock. I don't know about battling, but I'll rock at I'd love to rock at a battle, you know what I'm saying? But the whole battle,
we always need a host too, man. So
hey, let me know, man. Put me on the calendar.
Hey, got you. We'll exchange information. We got you.
So are you self-taught as far as DJing goes?
I'm all self-taught, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
What are some of your influences?
Oh, DJ Qbert.
Oh, legendary.
Pinoy. I know you like the
Let's
Pinoys,
go.
Who else? Mix Master Mike.
Okay.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
What is that? The old battles they would have too, the old DJ battles. One wanted to be a turntablist. I'm not quite on that level. So
word.
Yeah, but those there's some DJs out there that are they're amazing, man. What they can do with the sounds of the decks, man. The Wheels of Steel, and that's also growing up, I was also a big fan of the producers like Madlib. I love this Quasimodo stuff and Mad Villain. What I mean?
I want to talk a little bit about that too, man, because you dabbled on it when we got to intro your story, but it sounded like it started with production predominantly, like making beats and cooking up. So how long was that going on before it turned into something else? What type of things transpired? Can you talk about any old groups that you were producing for? Were you rapping at one point? Man, I got questions, dude.
Right. Questions actually. It actually goes back to I would say it's 9th grade. So
okay,
14, man.
That's fresh, man.
We're talking like 31 years ago, man. Like I remember the first time I made a track though, it was pretty whack, but I actually got
it's allowed.
They usually are. Just
allowed.
I had two tape cassette players, right? And I learned how to multi-track on it.
Oh wow!
So I was doing like some like verses. It was like hamana. It was like echo. I was like echoing to myself, and that was like the first track I made. But yeah, it was pretty bad, honestly. But that's when I kind of fell in love with the whole mixing and all that stuff.
But I respect that you started from the DR and bringing it all the way to today, man.
Yeah, I remember making beats on there was a program on the PlayStation called the Music Generator.
Dang.
And
I remember that too.
It taught us how to sample. Like you could put CDs in it and you could sample stuff, man. I made a beat with that, trying to sample. Yeah, it was dope, man. So yeah, it goes way back, man.
And so now you're dropping a project on 420.
Yes, sir.
You did all the production on it.
Yeah, I made all the beats.
How did this project come about?
So actually, I've been working with Logic Pro for a while. Had a bunch of beats that if you go onto my SoundCloud, I got all of them on there. And it started from me learning, and you can see the progression as you hear the older tracks probably aren't as good quality as the latest ones, but through the homies asking for beats here and there, it kind of got out that I was making beats. Then I met AKA through Colin and everything, and one day we were just talking, and I was like, just out of a whim, I was like, yeah, I would like to make an album one day. And this brother goes out and hits me up a couple of weeks later. He's like, yo, I talked to this weed company, and they're like, yeah, they want to sponsor us. And he asked you guys who wants to be part of it. But, Patron, all these guys hopped on, and it ended up being a 12-track LP. You know what I'm saying? So
nothing like that sponsor money, man.
I'm telling you,
fund me.
Yeah, right. Give me money, please.
Is this the first project you've done like this, or have you done others?
Yes, my very first produced project. Yeah.
So what sparks the inspiration with that, man? Because you're talking about decades of creativity, PlayStation beats, through all these different type of systems. Logic isn't a brand new program. So what made you want to start experimenting with that, and what kind of inspired you know what, I can go ahead and put this on DSPs. Let's see a couple dollars for it.
The inspiration has always been there. It's just finally meeting the right people that gave the support, man. Like Patron being on this platform, Heretic in the background filming now, and then the confidence, what I'm saying, to do so because your peers are rooting for you versus in the other areas. Not that I didn't have close friends that believe in that, but life takes you in different directions. I think timing has a lot to do with it, maturity, and then be willing to just put yourself out there for the criticism. I think it was probably the biggest thing was the fear of success for me. Sometimes your mind can talk you out of things.
It's not for everybody.
Right. But I gave my inspiration mainly from, the battles, the homies. Right. Shout out to Young Nate. Shout out to
R.I.P.
Yeah, Love a J,
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? And
definitely.
The spirit's got to go on, and hip hop's about, putting the next one on, the new generation. So that's what it is.
By the way, are you from Washington?
Actually, no, I'm originally from Florida.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
what made you move out here?
Got out the military. Once I got out the military, I was going to move to Florida, and then ended up my dad retired from the Air Force. And then, I ended up coming out here before I joined the military. So at 19, I was living in Everett.
Wow.
Actually, Marysville. And then I went to an alternative school. That ended up meeting my ex-wife at the time, went back to Florida, joined the military. And then from the time I spent there, I always knew Washington had a different vibe. And I wanted to be back in the Northwest, mainly for the culture. I felt like more opportunity, like people, the vibe here is just a little different from the South because I've been in the South, and I was like ready for something different. So
I like that answer, the culture.
Yeah.
What would you say about, how would you describe the culture here in the Northwest?
It's open, man. It's like there's a lot of creativity here, man.
That's true.
I'm into like art, I'm into entertainment, and I feel like up here there's just always something going. I'm into
respect.
I'm into b-boying. I know there's a big b-boy scene out here. I like films too. I'm a nerd as well. I like the game. All that stuff's out here. So it's like
respect, man. That is what this is about.
Yeah.
Seattle art.
Yeah.
They got a whole institute.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. What part of Florida, by the way?
Fort Walton Beach.
Say word.
Yeah, so it's near Panama City,
Pensacola and all that.
Yes, sir.
Okaloosa.
Yeah.
My sister was stationed out there for a
by
little.
beaches, man. I was spoiled at one point.
How were you balancing the being enlisted and this creative bug that you had? Did you have to kind of backpack?
I didn't. When I was in the military, it was all about family, and I deployed. I was in a rapid deployment unit. I was stationed in Fort Stewart. I was in the infantry, so we were a very active combat unit. So we were like, by the time I got there, they were going. I think they were going into the third year in Iraq. And so I got there, then they were basically back training, and they started training, and literally like 8 months later, I'm going to Iraq, and then they come back, then you have a year off, then it was like right back to Iraq again. So it was like back to back, you know what I'm saying? So,
man, you were active.
So because of that, did you not even have really the time to think about, man, I want to make a beat? Or was there ever moments where you had that thought pass where you're like, man, I'm definitely grateful to be doing what I'm doing. I signed up to serve. I'm here serving. This is what I want to be doing. But, having that bug of, man, You know what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely right.
It would be. I haven't heard a boom cat in a while.
No, you're absolutely right. Even though I was busy, I always found time. I think at that time I was just getting into the electronics, the PC side of like beat making. Like, so I think it was Fruity Loops. So that's when I started messing with Fruity Loops. So I was like, I would always make beats. Like if I can find them, I'll try to find some of my older one.
I mean, you talking about the PlayStation. I mean,
yeah,
you really had to be dedicated.
Yo, I always, it was, music's my therapy. I just keep it real.
Respect.
Like I know people say that kind of stuff, but for me, that was always my outlet. You know what I'm saying? There was you start from a blank canvas and you're able to kind of just put all these different sounds. That's why I think my beats are usually a little bit, they're not necessarily defined hip hop-ish, but they're always based off hip hop.
They feel like movies, though.
Oh,
I guess
I see that. Yeah,
you kind of touched on the point I was trying to get at too. Is that for most of us, music is therapeutic. So I wonder, in such a high stressful environment, because I never served myself, how it is that are you able to use those coping mechanisms still, or are there ways you're able to find it on a PC or a cell phone or whatever it is where you can kind of get that out, or even tapping on a can or something like that, to pass the time. You know what I'm saying?
Stretching. That's something I learned. I grew up, like I said, my dad taught me Taekwondo at a young age when I was 4.
Oh, I'm a Taekwondo black belt myself, man.
Okay.
Junior Olympic champ and all that, bro. Shout out to Taekwondo, man.
Annyeonghaseyo. That's what's up. Yeah, I ended up getting it to my 4th dan. So officially a 4th degree black belt. Kind of out of training though. So I mean, I probably kick by my waist and pull a hamstring or something.
I'm sure you still got a few of the moves from choreo locked in your mind still.
Yeah, you're right. There's always a foundation you got. Yeah, I know a few of the patterns still and the terminology. I generally get along with like Koreans in the store or something. I'll like, hey, annyeonghaseyo, and they're like, oh. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah. I gotta jump in real quick because we're coming up on another commercial break. But before we get to this break, man, Afro's about to treat us to a live performance, bro. So we're really excited about that. And before that, we're going to take a look at his merch real quick. He has some merch for show and tell. Show a little bit real quick.
Hard.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Some of this right here.
Let's go.
Nice bucket hat. Look at this. There's the Colonel right there. All right. And then Afro, we're ready for your performance.
Yo, what's going down?
All right, man. We know you're ready to treat us to a live performance. We're ready for it, man. So go ahead and do your thing.
Fresh Juice exclusive.
Fresh.
Should we play a beat or
the world is yours, brother. The world is yours.
However you want to do it, man. However you want to do it.
All right, let's do something. Let's give them this. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, yo.
Look.
Fro Thizzle, baby. Let's do it like this, yo. At this point, I'm just doing this ish for fun. What I gotta say, pick up that mic, put down that gun. And I'm a natural born funky type rhyme spitter, deliverer, feeder, rhyming like I be on the run. A big belly, big feet, and big shoes. When I spit dummy, get mean and get loose. There's 5 rules to abide by in dodgeball. Duck, dip, dive, dodge, duck them all. Beyond on Paul. Now listen, I'm too goofy but dead serious. And when I do what I do, they get furious. I go stupid, but the fro be never one-dimensional. Number one professional hits are strictly fundamental. I could run the pencil, place it apart when I can trace it. I got all this patience. I'm the reason behind them hospital patients. Bad mind, he be bigger and better. That mind, you just another quitter, whatever. I flatline it while I mastermind the blueprint. I catch fire, half-fast rise, putrid. Chilling with the fro, then you gotta live it up. And what you know, then you gotta give it up. How could you possibly be trying to mess with the fro thizzle? All these MCs be trying to rhyme, but they so simple. F it, give me a gold medal. So amazing be the fro fellow. And while I'm blazing, leave the smoke settle. Don't forget, I take the time to break the back of a coward. Growing up in school, they call me Fat Albert. Little they know I got impeccable breath control. Fire your mother talk, call me that master, that Mr. Sire Fro.
Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, glow.
Yo, Fresh Juice in the building, yo. What's going down? Fro Thizzle in the building.
We appreciate you for joining us tonight, man.
Smoked them.
Thank you, brothers. Thank y'all very much, man. Thank you. Yo, Red Pepper Dave, salute on the nerd talk. I love the nerd talk. Let's link up soon, bro. I'll hit you up,
Well,
bro.
good. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, before you split on us, man, is there any anyone you would suggest that you think would be a great interview for us to have on the show? Someone you've worked with, know personally, can refer.
I would say, have you guys had Mad Squabbles on yet?
No, that's a new one for us.
He's dope, Mad Squabbles. I would say him, Jarv. Have you had Jarv on yet?
Jarv D?
No, it's an MC named Jarv. He's from Vermont.
Okay.
He's dope. He's dope.
Jarv. Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of nearly around the same. We're not the exact same age, but we're in the same demographic. We're younger MCs. But I like shouting them out whenever I get the chance. I think Jarv would be a dope interview.
Okay. No, tap us in with him, brother. Tap us in with him.
No doubt.
And then final words before you split.
No, I thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it. Wish I could stay a little longer, but thank you for everybody tuning in. Fresh Juice, I appreciate it. Let me know when we can lock in the next one, and everybody cop the drawing board May 3rd. My next EP.
Go cop that.
I appreciate you. Send me an open verse, dog. Send me an open verse.
Oh, I got you. No question.
He never gives up.
No question. I got a couple joints that are open verses, so
I'm ready to
there we
eat.
go. The drawing board, May 3rd. Appreciate that.
Love the artwork, man.
Yeah, looking forward
thank
to
you,
that.
brother. Thank you.
Looking forward to that. All right, real quick, here on Rainier Ave, a continuing show until Black Earth Day is this Saturday. We'll be celebrating Earth Day on Rainier Ave on Saturday from Yesler Terrace Park. Live broadcast from there at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then next week, we're going to do 5 straight days of Earth Day coverage. It's Earth Deserves More Than a Day, April 22nd through the 26th. You're going to have films, workshops, networking, interviews, lectures, panel discussions, and more every day from Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So lots of content on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. We're going to get to this Brother Ali cut right now. And this one coming to you from his upcoming album, Love and Service, which will be dropping on April 26th. And it's called Worthy, and it's produced by Unjust. So check it out, Brother Ali and Unjust, Worthy on Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. We'll be back with Red Pepper Dave after this.
We're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the advance keeps ringing. Listen, we're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the advance keeps ringing. Listen, can't wrap arms around the limitless or thoughts around the infinite. Only hope is to swim in it, float, drown, or sink in it. Converse with the beneficent to satisfy thirst that never quench. Reverse the emptiness with tenderness. Can't revert to innocence, but the curse can get deliverance. Sure, every sinner gets a future, every saint has a past. Every garden in that dunya got a snake in that grass. Air round soft booty, still a pain in the ass. And every smooth, cool dude can be insane under wraps. Ain't no escaping the math. Things are known by the opposites. The context isn't always obvious. I had tossed a bottle in the Bosphorus with handwritten documents with my hypothesis scribed inside of it. Travel around the continents, seas and an article environments to reach the one that receives the bars I spit. All it is we're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the event keep bringing. Listen, we're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the event keeps ringing. The mass religion of the algorithm. Help you manicure your image right down to your mannerisms. Call it capitalism or the caste system. It's a barrel with a harem full of cash-driven crabs in it. I don't chase the bag, dag, now that I'm in it. Not last minute, I've been it. As my ancestors quit it. My craft is authentically mastered, it is an instant. You can't sprinkle it out of a package and get the whiskey. It's seasoned by the seasons of marinade, I drenched it. The care that you exhibit is the flavor that you're sipping. Listen. We're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the advance keeps ringing. Listen, we're worthy of love. The Most High conceived of us and breathed in us. You know the duty of the junior is to beat us up. And so the champ keeps swinging, the advance keeps ringing. Listen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your homie Markel from The Circle, live with Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. You're tapped in with The Circle's finest. Pint Size Patron, D-Money, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. You in the right place.
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities. To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
The Beat of the Fox with Nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice, UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's right. Noise.
Peace. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit kingcounty.gov.
What's up, y'all? It's Portia on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh Juice with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo.
Look, what you gonna do now? All your other friends, you'll be cool now. You want it times 2 now, but I think it's too late. Guess I'm trying to say, I need a break now. Like I'm the one that's doing you wrong. Now don't forget, I'm the one that you needed first. I fix your issues, now you kick me to the curb. You pull me in, push me away, you do it again. I tried to stop, but you know my heart's been broken. And it's time to move. What? And I bet you don't remember all the dishes that you did. And I bet you don't remember all the nights that I spent. I'm sick and tired of the dish and the lies that you commit. I hope you know that I'll never forget. I don't think you know what you just did. Just know that I'm tired of your shit. What you gonna do now? All your other friends, you'll be cool now. You want it times 2 now, but I think it's too late. Guess I'm trying to say, I need a break now. I don't want you no more. I need a break back, don't you see? I need a break. You pull me in, push me away, you do it again. I tried to stop, but you know my heart's been broken. Yeah. But this time you move. Yeah. And I bet you don't recall all that the shade you did. And I bet you don't remember all the nights that I spent. I'm sick and tired of the fish and the lies that you commit. I hope you know that I'll never forget. I don't think you know what you just did. Just know that I'm tired of your bullshit. I'm tired of your bullshit. What you gonna do now? Hire other friends, yeah, we cool now. You running times 2 now, but I think it's too late. Guess I'm trying to say, I need a break now. I don't want you no more. I need a break now. I said I need a break.
Coming back from the break.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. I need a break. That's Yanni K right there. New music from the ATL. A little bit different, man. Some rock influence, R&B.
I rock with it.
Yeah.
I lean with it. Franchise, boy.
Franchise boys. Okay, Patron. All right, so it looks like we got a surprise guest.
Surprise.
Since I would throw it to Mambo, man, but he's unaware. So go ahead and give him a proper intro, Patron.
Man, we got the MCees by MCees president in the building. Heretic, welcome to the show.
Yo,
welcome
good?
back.
Yeah, here, slide through with one of the.
Get up on that mic.
There we go. Get him up closer. Yeah.
Yep. I come through a couple times a year with whatever one of the homeboys is coming through to interview. So I think last time I was out here with AKA, and it's good to be here with my guy DJ Red Pepper Dave when it's his moment to shine.
He speaks highly of you. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. Hey, the crazy backstory about him saying that I told him he was spending too much money on weed is that I used to sell it weed.
I wasn't trying to get
real. Like,
I was trying to keep
keep calling me.
I was trying to keep it PG, man. I wasn't trying to give the Illuminati. They're watching everywhere.
It's okay.
Where's my 10-4 hat at?
So you're saying it was a pretty accurate depiction at the time.
Well,
you're like,
you got to be a homie if you're making a profit from something, and you're like, hey,
right.
Spend so much money.
Right. Like, let's just cut it in half. Like, I like what you're doing, but let's just.
It's like, just get these turntables already. Man. What are you doing?
Hey, lost a customer, earned a friend for life.
See, Heretic, I can respect the perspective from the friend, but I'm just such a hustler. I probably would have bought some turntables, and next time he came over and be like, so this aid actually comes with some turntables.
You trying to gateway him.
You got to spin your way out of your debt, brother.
That's the bar.
Right. Exactly.
You know what? I still would have been fine with that.
Sounds like a fire movie plot, like a DJ.
Actually, yeah, we could run that. We could run it. Let's make it happen.
Drug in the gateway computers.
Don't they say Bruno Mars is like locked in with one of the casinos because he spent too much money gambling, so now he just has to do a residency for like.
I can see it, man. Wow. 24 karat.
Yeah,
bets.
He's in debt. You gotta.
Man, so we got the man from MCees by MCees. So what are you guys cooking up? What's the next battle coming up here?
To be honest,
my bad to cut you off, Heretic, but before you even get into that, for some of our new listeners, can you kind of break down the platform, the concept, the origin, and all that too? So you got some time to do so go ahead, man.
We got time.
Yeah. So I run a battle rap league called MCees by MCees. For anyone that doesn't quite understand what a battle rap league is, think about any kind of sport, and there's got to be an organization that facilitates the games and the matches.
Big three.
So
NASCAR.
basically, battle rap has its pro leagues, which are probably like Smack, KOTD, a few others, and then there's all these smaller leagues all across the world that build up the talent to hopefully get them on those big platforms someday. So in Washington, we got main three leagues. Our MCees by MCees, we're based out of Olympia, Washington. We got the Alliance Battle League, the OG of the battle rap scene out here. They're in Tacoma. And then we got Sky Tier Northwest in the Seattle area, and as well as Set the Bar up in Vancouver, BC. Sometimes when we talk about the Northwest scene, it's Easy to leave out Canada because a lot of people can't cross the border, so the interaction and transactions aren't always there. But
That's true.
if you can go, it's really a 2-3 hour drive. So, but anyway, so we book battles. We throw events, put out a flyer, get everyone hyped on the battles, then host them, film them, and then put them out on YouTube when we're done, and then rinse and repeat.
Tell them how many battles you filmed.
It's got to be in the
Hey,
hundreds.
tell them how many battles you haven't filmed. Actually, that's probably it.
But yeah, I filmed for pretty much all the leagues out here too. So I've filmed hundreds of battles, man. As far as
if you battled in Washington, there's a good chance he's filmed one of your battles.
Yeah, I filmed, pretty much. And I know y'all were asking about upcoming events. To be honest, COVID kind of slowed us down, and at the same time we were coming out of COVID, I got in a relationship and ended up stepping
Hit the
into
button on that one.
Father role, no pun intended, stepfather. So at the same time, kind of slowed down. We've done 2 events since COVID. I'm looking to try to do something this year. There isn't as much of a demand for it these days. So, if there was a huge demand for it, I'm definitely making it happen as soon as I can. But in the meantime, I don't want to ever let this shit completely die out. But, we might be down to
Let
an
this
event
spit
a year.
keep the spit alive.
Yeah, and I'm always got my hands in something.
That's a
or
t-shirt.
other. So, I keep busy. I do a lot of film work. So, I got other stuff going on. So it's a little bit like sometimes if one thing slows down, I just go into another lane a little bit, harder. So
how are you vetting battlers when you're looking for them? And is it internet? Is it statewide? And are there recommendation? Is there people you see and you're like, oh, I'd love to have that person on my platform, see what they could do? Or how does that work?
A little bit of all that. To be honest, like we're, what they would call kind of a developmental league. So we're really giving people their first shot. So like as long as you're willing to show up and put in the work in, we're not going to be like, oh, you're not talented enough. I mean, to be honest, the younger generation just isn't into the style of hip hop that lends itself to battle rap. I mean, generally speaking, obviously we just had Afro on here. We got young cats that are more into traditional hip hop, but on a large scale, the kind of music I was listening to when I was growing up was like battle rap oriented, the locks, shit like stuff like that.
There you go.
So, it's kind of changed, and there's not as much of an influx of it. So we're basically, what I'm trying to say is we'll take anyone. You want to come up and rhyme with us and put the work in, cool. But we also you're going to be on the bottom of the card. Towards the top of the card is where we got the Patrons.
I will say it didn't take long for the cream to rise to the top when it comes to battle rap.
But
2 or 3 battles, we can already tell. Okay, well he's going in this direction at the very.
Once in a while, you're surprised by somebody that was kind of, and then like 5-10 battles in.
If I ever do a battle, I will do it with you, man.
Let's do it.
But I was gonna say, like for Patron is a nationally known battle rap, gets booked around the country. So if Patron shows up, we're throwing them on the main card. We're bringing in somebody with a big name from out of state. So we do have people from all over the country come and battle with us. We've had Chicago, all sorts of cats from California.
Shout out my guy
playing though in 4 MCs, my MC.
Shout out my guy Frack the person, man. Y'all gotta have him come up to Washington.
Oh, Frack,
man. Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, Frack's fire, man. I got to meet him at a battle down in the San Jose area. And then, it's been crazy seeing how successful, the other day I was driving to work and he was on Sway in the morning. So,
yeah.
Tell me about, you mentioned that there's been a couple people along the way that you thought were like, and then they end up being really great. Who are some of the examples of the people that really like
call people
surprised you?
I mean, there's been a few. I mean, I think this is, I don't want to make it sound like I'm throwing any kind of shade, but I feel like the biggest underdog story in Northwest battle rap has got to be MC Money. He was never, not good. He just had to hone in certain things, and I feel like around 10 battles in, he started really locking it down, and then just became that guy. He's getting booked all around the country and stuff too. So
straight off consistency as well. I mean, he was on every card.
The homie Famous, I feel like he was always dope in that potential, but I feel like 5-10 battles in, he really figured it out. It's just a weird thing to do. So you go into it with your idea of what battle rap is, or some people don't really know much about it. They just kind of get into it. And then, they start really getting into the culture, watching all the battles, being at the events, and you know, you kind of have to study the greats and, you know, be up to date on contemporary battle rap. You know, like none of us are just coming up with these kinds of wordplay on our own for the most part. You know, like, so we're learning it from other people and then twisting it and doing our own thing. You know, because that's hip hop.
So you're also part of this project that's coming out, 420,
the Green album.
What can you tell us about that?
So this has been really dope to see. You know, Dave touched on it. I've always been somebody I've, you know, recognized the talent in and have tried to give opportunities to and push and motivate. And in return, he's just been, you know, super loyal and, you know, and with the team for the cause. So, you know, it was dope to see AKA take that a step further, because my guy was sitting on a lot of beats, and it can be kind of hard to, like, when you're a newer producer, not just new, but you haven't had a lot of people on your stuff to kind of get people rapping on your beats. So just to see, you know, a full project full of the most talented people from the, you know, the area I'm from on there on these very creative, just different beats. Like, Dave doesn't follow a formula. He's unorthodox, but super dope. So it's cool seeing that come to fruition. And, I think there will be a lot to go with it. You know, we definitely want to do a follow-up, and I think it might inspire other people to do similar projects like this. You know, I know there's been similar ideas like this, but for our area, you know, getting us out here, it's really dope.
Shout out to Yellow Cuz in the comments, man.
Oh, what's up?
We gotta get you back up here, bro.
When we shooting the next video, I'm getting the camera.
Let's do it.
He over talking major trash.
I actually invited him on.
In the comments.
What you say?
Anyway, we found the event that you guys got going on 420. There we go.
Nothing but a hair.
Nothing but a hair.
Olympia, let's see. There we go. 420, massive deals, free event, 21 and up. What's the name of the venue? I'm seeing the address.
I think because it's at the shop has like a
it's a dispensary.
Oh, it's at the dispensary.
So it's at the dispensary, but I think they have like an outdoor area. So I'm excited to see what it is. I hope this weather switches up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Come see Olympia at its finest.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of throwback, because it's like, you know, when you're a teenager, if you're into, you know, smoking, you go to, you know, like 420 is a big deal, and you get older and you're like, oh, that shit, you know, that stuff's kind of immature. And and now it's like, hey, we're all pushing 40 and having a big 420 party. It's
my brother always celebrates it, and so I'm with him on that. Like, mine as well, man.
I mean, I feel like
he also has the same size shoe as Kendrick Lamar, so
there you go. Big
you know him.
I feel like, you know, there's all these holidays are centered around drinking, so like, you know, why you gotta label the one that's for the smokers that's corny, you know? Like, can't they have their holiday too?
No, I bumped that Method Man at 421.
Ooh, that's a good project, man. Konnichiwa, people.
Well, from the battle rap perspective, since we got a couple more minutes left in this show, man, what's your take on the whole Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole?
Oddly enough, I haven't been following it as closely as I should, and I was kind of wondering why I wasn't as tapped in. And then someone made a post that kind of summed up why I was a little bit not following it as much as I should. And they're like, battle rap used to be, or diss tracks used to be more interesting when they were officially released. They weren't leaked, and you knew who it was. And now every time a track come out, we have to wait a day or two to see if it's AI. It's just getting mad confusing. So like, I was like, I'm gonna wait a second and I can listen to everything once I know who it is. You know, I heard Kendrick's.
I can't buy that. I think you would know if it's real.
Man, you were in the studio when Smoke was making those AI.
Exactly, and it sounded
because you knew though,
like a computer.
You knew though, but I feel like I've heard the Kendrick joint. Well, and that's like, can you even call the Kendrick joint a diss track when it's like part of a verse?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I diss you in it, it's a diss verse.
Nah, but a diss track used to be like three.
I'm about dollars with the is 50 cent. I mean, that was just one line, and that was
And then I heard the J. Cole track. I actually haven't heard the Drake one yet, so that's been on my homework list. So I wish I had done it. So
how do you feel about his apology?
I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of an overreaction to it. Like, people are like, I just don't like his music anymore. I'm like, that just seems crazy to me. You know, like, I'm like, dang, if I make one mistake in life, is everyone gonna, you know, not rock with me anymore? But like I can see why it seems corny and everything. I feel like as a battle rap head, like everyone else gets super into this, and I, like sometimes I have the perspective, like, well, if they're really like, why don't they square up in a battle ring? Like, so it's all. I don't know. Sometimes it all seems a little bit like this is just all for.
But then it's like, when does it stop? Is there a foot race afterwards?
Yeah.
I mean, thumb war. What's going on
Honestly,
here?
they're trying to be the best lyricists. If they started arguing about who's the faster racer, then they can go run on 100 meters.
That's not. But they compare money, so
True.
if that doesn't,
But as rappers, like money's supposed to be a major status symbol.
not in a battle.
Yeah. But it's cool to see it, and I for me, I hope it lends itself to people getting just more interested in the competitive side of hip hop, and maybe get some of the younger generation a little bit more tapped in with battle rap and stuff. So.
I actually feel like the battle rappers influenced them to do it. So
for sure. I mean, and you see them
on that Apology project, Daylight is on there.
Yeah. No, it's cool to see some of them in there, and just like, just even like, if you know anything about Drake, is like he's from Toronto. The other big thing from Toronto is KOTD, one of the biggest battle rap leagues, and he used to be at KOTD joints chilling, in the last 5-10 years, and then he got involved with URL Smack. So
I seen an old clip of Kendrick Lamar battling though. Crazy.
I've seen the Meek Mills one. I don't know there's a Kendrick one.
It's out there, and he's mad small.
Yeah. I guess my homie.
He was young, so yeah.
My homie did an interview with Mac Dre, and I guess Mac Dre used to battle rap in the pen in prison, and I was like, man, there's no footage of that, but to see a footage of Mac Dre battling in prison, that would be crazy.
Be dope. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, we are coming up on the end of the show, so let's give you both the opportunity to suggest a guest for us to be on the show, someone you've worked with, can refer personally. Why don't you go first, Dave? Who do you think should be good on the show, man?
If you guys have Smoke on here?
Yeah, we have.
M2D6,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, man, who can I suggest? What about SOS?
Oh, that's a new one.
If you bring SOS on, you gotta give them freestyle challenges.
Oh,
SOS got bars on bars.
Shout out to SOS. Man.
Okay, SOS.
That could be a fun episode.
All right, Heretic, who you got for us?
I'll probably say I don't think Q Storm's been up on here yet, has he?
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that's my guy. He films with me. He's on the project. He makes a lot of beats, so
that'd be dope.
Nice.
Very interesting person to interview that's involved in hip hop, and like I think he used to break dance too. He's gonna be one of those people that sounds like they're trying to sound interesting, but they're just telling you their life story.
He'll break dance, spit a verse, and tag at the same time. Yeah.
That's cold. I like that. All right, final words. Anything you want to leave us with? Dave?
Go after it. If you're even thinking about it, if you're even itching, even remotely interested in making music in any shape, form, or fashion, go for it, man. Because fear is only temporary, man. It just takes one step.
All right.
Amen to that.
Heretic?
I'd say check out the Green Album release this Saturday at Olympia Weed Company, Olympia, Washington. And then this upcoming Saturday, the 27th, AKA's got his release party up here. Can't remember the exact venue right now. And besides that, if you are interested in battle rapping and you're from the Northwest, tap in with us, 4MCs by MCs, or Sky Tier Northwest or Alliance Battle League. I'd love to see some of the younger generation get involved. So, and keep that momentum going. And thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
For sure. Next week on the program, you may have heard the commercial. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, you almost nailed it too.
Behind that, P.O. Box will be in the building, and he's bringing his entire band, yo.
Let's go.
Yes, so it's going down next week on the 24th, Fresh Juice, with P.O. Box and his full band right here for you, 9 p.m. Tune in for that. That's going to be a crazy dope show. Man. Follow us on all of our platforms. As always, we're on Facebook. Go there, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. IG, X, Twitter, Fresh Juice Media. There, we live tweet the playlist on. Are you talking to? Stop.
I tried not to laugh.
He's doing the song now. Anyway, 206. All right, anyway, we live tweet the playlist, tag the artists. You can learn more about them. Of course, we subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/@ Fresh Juice Media, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. We do live shows every week. Watch them whenever you want. And then we do smaller clips for you every day. So subscribe, ring the bell. Go ahead and do that right now. All right. Appreciate you all for tuning in to another edition of Fresh Juice. Peace and bless. We out.